What's up guys? Hello, welcome to the podcast. Game 2 recap ng Barangay Ginebra versus TNT. Pero gagawin namin dito, kung nag-create kami ng topics para sa inyo para mas madali sundan. So una natin pag-uusapan, kami ni Mario is TNT made Justin Brownlee look human. And I would credit the defense of TNT once again. Para
Uy.
tayong sirang plaka, no, na
Yeah.
TNT and defense are two things that always go hand in hand. It's a perfect marriage between that kind of philosophy. And just to give you guys a quick recap sa mga hindi nakita ng stats, no, Justin Brownlee, 19 points, 9 rebounds, 3 assists, played 47 minutes and 7 for 17.
Yeah. Yeah, 100% this has to do with TNT's defense. Kasi in the first quarter, in the first quarter, Ginebra made a good run. They were leading 21-11, if I'm right. 21-11. It was super confident on both Brownlee's end, on Scotty Thompson's end, on Mav's end. They were playing very, very confident. But then when TNT decided that, okay, hey, it's time to play defense. That's it. You're grabbing defense on TNT. I think this is something that people knew coming into the series that would be a major factor is how well they could defend. But I don't think many people expected them to defend this well.
Nobody expected him to defend this well against a Ginebra team that was peaking
Yeah,
in their game, in their
100%.
series against SMB.
Yeah, 100%. I think this goes along with the fact na parang I think Ginebra looks very, very tired, not gonna lie. Um I don't know what it is, but again, like we talked about it, JB looking I think we all got used so much to JB being absolutely insane or JB looking like an absolute monster. Na when he finally doesn't, or in the times where all of a sudden um the defense on him is a lot tighter and he's unable to hit those insane shots. He looks human. And that's so normal for somebody like Justin Brownlee. I mean, that's normal at this point, right? If you have somebody in NBA caliber with the name of Rondae Hollis Jefferson defending you, you will really have a hard time. Admittedly, mahihirapan ka talaga. And it's not for a lack of trying. JB, at moments of the game was keeping Ginebra in it, right? Pero ayun, at some point the experience of RHJ in the NBA starts to show
Exactly.
and the general experience of TNT starts to show in general when Ginebra is making their runs. I mean, to be fair, what TNT was leading by 8 entering the third, then all of a sudden in the first 4 minutes they were down by 6 yung TNT, and then they were
Ginebra
able.
had a great third quarter adjustment. We gotta give them that.
Yes, I mean, to start the quarter, yes.
To start the quarter, good first 5 minutes of the third.
Good first 4 or 5 minutes, yes, I agree.
Oh,
Pero ayun, at the end of the day, hindi na-rattle yung TNT eh. Di sila na-rattle at all. Grabe yung, what's the word? Yung headiness nila, I don't know if I'm using the right word, pero
mhm.
yung parang they're keeping themselves in the game mentally. The moment you keep yourself in the game mentally, you're able to keep playing. And yung timeliness ng shots ng TNT. RHJ hitting, how many threes did RHJ have? He had
Six
six.
three-pointers.
Oh yeah, he had six threes. And I think three or four of those were killers for Ginebra. Yun yung mga pamatay sunog ng Ginebra, yan yung mga extend the lead ng TNT, yan yung mga dagger. Those are the three that RHJ hit. Kaya medyo nahirapan ang Ginebra to fully make a comeback. At this point, again, TNT's defense is dictating this entire series. Man, sinabi ko to sa'yo sa PM, di naman, no offense, pero hindi sila naka-adjust. Walang adjustment yung Ginebra right now. If you ask me, yes, they started off more aggressive. You expected that. Even in the third, they started off more aggressive. Pero at the end of it, it just looked like the same Ginebra as game one, where uh trying to run your offense through gaps in the middle, trying to isolate JB. It's just not working right now if you're Ginebra. You need something, you need genuine sets to get your guys open because TNT's defense looks really good.
Napansin ko rin dito, Mario, no? They were letting Scotty Thompson and Stephen Holt beat them. So sila parang the way TNT played, let's give the shots, like aside from Brownlee who's had 17, they made Scotty take a lot of shots. 14 shots. They made Holt take a lot of shots. 14. Si Japs, 6 shots lang. Wherein you want him to at least demand the ball. And it's also a credit na rin to TNT to not get him, for him to not get the ball in his usual spots. That's why he had to pass it.
Yeah.
And I think it's great. Yeah, that's great defense by design as well. Na the players that they want to take the shots, yun yung mga tumitira outside Brownlee.
Yeah. honestly, you don't really want Scotty taking shots, if I'm being honest with you.
Exactly. Yun nga. You don't want him to take the shot. You want him to take those put back, yung mga put back
No, no,
shots, yung
I'm
within
talking
the
about
flow, yung siya yung nagka-cut, hindi yung
no,
siya
no,
yung magkikreate.
I'm talking about TNT. I'm talking about TNT. Like you don't want Scotty taking those shots. You don't want Scotty to be hot. So I
Mm-mm.
don't think it was a game plan to make Scotty be the aggressive one. I think it was on Scotty's end na siya yung aggressive. I do agree na they're making Stephen Holt play in these finals, dude. Like they are dead ass telling Stephen Holt, nah, you better be ready to play. And as of right now, I'll be real with you. Stephen doesn't look great. Um Defensively, he's kind of struggling. Parang na medyo na even with those 14 shots, may pagkahiyain pa rin siya to shoot it. Um the lack of aggressiveness or the lack of confidence I think from Stephen Holt is becoming a problem. And again, uh
Would you say there's still a lack of aggressiveness even though with the 14 shots you
again,
felt like he could have taken more?
it's not really taken more, but there are better shots.
Okay, so more of shot IQ, more of shot selection.
Yeah, in a sense, and at the same time, parang
Okay.
in the flow of the game. Kasi again, there were moments kanina where it felt like Stephen could have been a bit better. But again, it's his first time in the finals. He has to make more than 4 shots if he's taking 14. That's the reality of it. Um
Ito, Mar, let me give you a recap na yung napag-usapan natin before na how RJ Abarrientos is going to be an X factor here. Pero sinabi natin na because I mean, he has to be an X factor if he never
yeah.
has a chance of winning, right? But we predicted this, or I think I said this in a previous episode na this could be the series na ma-expose si RJ Abarrientos because of the defense of TNT. And so far in the last two games, nahihirapan nga siya adjusting to what Coach Chot and the staff are throwing at him.
I don't even think it's the defense of TNT on him. I think
Do
it's
you
the
think
offense of
it's just the
TNT. Like
okay,
the constant attacking RJ
okay.
Barrientos absolutely I think is getting to RJ a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Um at the same time I do agree na they have put respect on his name to say it bluntly. They're absolutely telling everybody, okay, RJ Barrientos, we're not letting you get hot. But they're doing it on both ends of the court talaga. Offensively and defensively. They're making RJ work talaga. RJ's one field goal was a three-pointer, which was heavily contested in the corner. And that was in the midst of that 6-point run of Ginebra. And then from there, it was all free throws for him. And at the same time, how many free throws did he make? He missed two. Oh,
Yeah.
bad free throw
Well,
shooting for Ginebra, not gonna lie.
yeah.
Uh, I know it says 75.8%, but yung timing ng misses nila were really, really bad. In the middle
Mm-mm.
of runs, missing two free throws si Japs, missing one JB, missing one Scotty. Yung timing of yung missed free throws nila were bad. I do agree with what you're saying that RJ right now is not the reason why TNT is beating Ginebra is because RJ has not been able to come on track
To
at
the
all.
usual production that we saw or at least come close to the what we saw from him sa SMP.
Yeah, but I feel like it's just gonna continue to stay that way until Coach Tim and the coaches that find a way to get RJ better looks or to actually help RJ on defense. It'll keep looking that way. TNT shooting, they went. I'll move on to the second one. So TNT with our second topic is TNT shooting 14 threes versus Ginebra 7. It honestly didn't feel that bad yung difference ng tres. Like,
You felt like it was not that bad. Kasi ako
well,
kasi, from what I've seen, medyo masakit talaga yung tres eh. And the reason, ito we
yeah,
can actually perfect nga yung timing, no? TNT had 27 assists to the 18 of Ginebra. Ginebra. Kala ko nga mali yung tinitingnan ko eh. Usually it's the other way around, di ba Mario? Usually ganun.
again, that's what I was saying. So the 3-point difference is there. It's a 21. That's 21 points, right?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, it's 21 points. Pero hindi mo siya masyado random in the game na malayo yung difference nila sa tres.
Mm-mm.
Nararamdaman mo lang siya the moment TNT were hitting their threes. Yung the timing of it.
Yung
Entering
fourth quarter, threes sila, no? Sabi ko po,
yeah, entering the fourth
ganda.
quarter, TNT was only leading by one. You
Yeah.
start the fourth quarter with our CJ Castro, Jason Castro. Who's CJ Castro?
Si CJ,
Sorry, sorry.
namimiss mo na ata si ano si CJ
Sorry.
Perez.
Yeah. So you start the quarter off with a Jason Castro three. You start
Mm-mm.
the next session, you get an RR Pogoy three. and then the constant RHJ, the random RHJ 3-pointer, and then the dagger Glenn Cobuntin 3-pointer. It was in those moments na, okay, those 4 3-pointers kind of ended this game, or kind of in those moments, it 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 led the momentum to TNT. Kasi if Castro didn't make that 3-pointer, if Pogoy didn't make that 3-pointer, if RHJ didn't make his 6 3-pointers, when the fuck does RHJ make 6 3-pointers, diba? This game, the momentum is swinging towards Ginebra. Pero TNT's timing sa tres nila is what I think was the major factor on it. Yes, the number was big, the difference is big, but then the timing of when they hit it was really really bad. Was really really good.
With that, no, Mario, with the timing, is it because the lack of discipline sa Ginebra na, yun nga, we could talk about RSJ first, yung 6 threes niya. Is it more of they were playing the percentages too much na nakalimutan nila na NBA player to, na best import, defending best import? Kasi I think I
Yeah,
saw 3 3-pointers na ang layo ng bantay niya.
malayo
Parang
pa ako, no?
tatakbo na lang ako, parang just to raise the hands
Malayo.
up. I think there were 3 shots na nakita ko na ganun.
There's, I don't know, may something right now in the series na di ko masyadong maintindihan. Parang nakukulangan ako sa effort ng Ginebra.
Oh, okay.
That's nakukulangan ako. It could be a major thing. It could be majorly because TNT's defense is really giving them a hard time.
Okay.
Pero sometimes on the defensive end, may iba na ayaw na mag-close out, may iba na ayaw na humabol ng shooter. Parang I'm sure there is an effort, pero I'm sure they are making an effort to play the game. But there are moments where you're like, oh, why aren't you closing out? Again, I think it could be fatigue. Ginebra came from pretty tough series
It's a grueling 6-game series. It was only
against
6, diba?
SMB.
Pero grueling siya eh.
Yeah,
SMB yun
six
eh.
games siya, pero lahat ng games na yun, pupukan. Yung sa
Pukpukan nga lahat yung 6 na yun.
yung sa Ross TNT, not to be rude, pero what were those? 4 of them were blowouts.
It could have been a
Three or
sweep, to be
two,
honest.
three, 2 or 3 or 4 of them were blowouts. So TNT looks much more. They have much more stamina. Again, um, this is not. I'm not saying that Ginebra isn't making the effort to defend, but there are just random moments where nabibigla ka na walang nagko-contest. I understand
In a
RHJ does not
final
have a
series, no?
shooter.
In a
Yeah.
finals series.
Kasi wala man lang humahabol eh. Parang tinititigan na lang eh. I think that's kind of where medyo nako-confuse ako. As a PBA fan, even and in any scenario, you just want somebody to put a hand up. At least a hand up. Kung mapasok nila, mapasok nila. Pero yung tipong the nearest defender is a foot away. Oh, parang it's happened so many times in this series. The Poy Aram 3-pointers, the RHJ 3-pointer. I don't know a single RHJ 3-pointer that was contested, by the way.
Ako, tatlo nga. What? May siguro tatlo pa ako nakali. So, siguro yung 5 out of the 6
Yeah,
uncontested.
they just looked uncontested. Again, they look a bit tired. I don't know. I think the next game's on Friday, so
It
I'm not
is.
sure. Yeah,
It
so
should be. It's
you
Wednesday,
kind of
Friday, Sunday.
gotta, yeah, you kind of gotta wake yourself up if you're Ginebra. This isn't a TNT team you can take lightly talaga. This is you're down 2-0. If you need to make the extra effort, fuck, make it. Because I'm telling you, if you go down 3-0, good night. Okay?
Good night na.
If you going down 3-0 against a TNT team, I would genuinely say good night because it's so hard to win. It's so hard to win one game against them. Now you want to win four?
4 straight against
Like,
RHJ?
yeah, if you're Ginebra, you need to take game three. You need to take game three. If you do not take game three, close the door, turn out the lights, and get ready for the
And
Gilas
see you
Philippines.
the next conference.
Get ready for Gilas, Coach Tim. Ganon.
Oo nga
Kasi,
pala. Sa
may
MOA na
Gilas.
pala gagawin yung game, by the way. Hindi na sa Phil Sports. Sa MOA na.
Talaga ba?
MOA na.
See you
Good
guys
for
there.
us. Yay!
You guys, you guys know. Anyway, ayun. Yeah, that's what that's how I see it. The threes of TNT talaga yung timing na talaga for me. Hindi masakit sa akin yung difference in the number, pero masakit yung sa akin yung timing ng mga tres na yun.
Exactly. Now, Mario, now that we're here now, we're talking about the transition to game 3. What do you want Ginebra to do? What is something na sa tingin mo fixable from their end heading into game 3 that could possibly give them the win and maybe swing
Okay.
the tide of the series?
Okay, if I'm Ginebra right now, again, number one, yung sasabihin ko una is, we
Mm.
need to make the extra effort plays. Hindi pwede na nauunahan ka sa bola, hindi pwede na nauunahan ka sa
So
sahig.
the 50-50 loose
Yeah,
balls as well.
you need
50-50
those
plays.
50-50 balls at this point. There was even one kanina where I think Jason Castro in the year of 2024
2024.
at 40 years old plus or something, I don't know how old he is, not gonna lie. At
Alright,
30,
let's search, let's
at
search.
38 plus years old, naunahan pa niya yung Ginebra to the ball. Uh,
38. Good guess. Good
yeah,
guess.
38.
38.
Okay.
38. 38.
Naunahan siya sa bola. Naunahan sila sa bola. If you're Ginebra, it starts with the effort talaga. No offensive rebounds for TNT. You can't allow offensive rebounds for TNT. You cannot allow for them to beat you on the 50-50 balls. Kailangan mo talaga ng effort ng Ginebra na hindi kayo papayag na magpapatalo ng 3-0. Second to this is you need JB to take this, JB and Scotty to absolutely, they have to stay in the same mindset. They have to stay aggressive. They
Mm.
have to
So
really stay
Scotty,
aggressive.
go lang, take lang para more shots for you. That's
No
go
problem.
lang. No
The
problem.
best Ginebra looks is when Scotty Thompson is aggressive.
Okay.
I'm sure many Ginebra fans will agree with me on this. The best time that Ginebra looks good is when they are uh yeah, you can throw it. Sorry. The best time Ginebra looks good is when Scotty Thompson is aggressive. Kasi he's able to drive defense and kick out to his teammates.
Okay.
He's able to take more shots from outside, and his shooting isn't bad at all. What did
Mm.
Scotty shoot today?
Siya 7 for 17.
7
Yung
for
tres niya,
no, 14
3
siya,
for
7
7 siya sa tres niya.
7 for 14 siya, dude. 50%, dude. Yes. Keep shooting the ball, Scotty, or keep being aggressive. You need to be more efficient if you're JB, pero at the same time, wala kang magagawa if minsan di pumapasok. And again, somebody needs to be that third guy na talaga. You need a third guy right now to fucking step up.
I think
Japet
RJ was
Aguilar.
trying. I think Japet was trying. I mean, RJ was trying, pero hindi.
I mean, it, how do I say this in the nicest way possible?
In the most PR way possible.
How do I say this in the nicest way possible? Yes, you are trying, but then you need more talaga. Kasi we can keep saying that you're trying. Okay, sure, congrats, you're trying, but then you're down 3-0. Ano pa natin? 'Di ba? You can keep trying, but then you need to actually get the results from it. TNT's defense is hard as hell. I can agree to that. I'm not shaming TNT's defense at all. But if you're Ginebra, you really need a third guy to go along with Brownlee and
Mav has
Scotty.
been missing as well. And Missy. I just realized we didn't get to talk about him. The dude that's been missing.
Again, this is where we talked about this. You
Sino
miss your
yung third
guy.
guy nga? Sino
You
yung
miss your
sino?
guy.
It's like, guys, raise your hand. Sino gustong
Yeah.
tumulong?
Guys, please, somebody gotta help. Kasi it's hard. Again, this is where you miss your guys. You miss your Malonzo, you miss your Jeremiah Gray, you miss your Isaac.
Isaac go to an extent. Yeah.
Yeah. You miss them. Kasi wala mo, nauubusan ka ng bala kung ikaw yung Ginebra. Funnily enough, you'd never expect anybody to say na nauubusan ng bala ang Ginebra. Pero right now, nauubusan sila ng bala. It was nice to see Nards Pinto playing. I want
Actually,
maybe
yeah. Na flagrant foul pa siya, di ba? Sino yung naka-flagrant sa kanya?
I frequent ba siya? Sorry, di ako sure.
Yeah, I forgot. Like, basta alam ko, guys, pakiano na lang. Alam ko may
I
nangyaring
can't.
flagrant
Sorry,
foul on Pinto eh. Paki-comment na lang, please.
also, thank you everybody by the way for commenting on the last video about Mav and everything. Thanks to Hilo Jazz Championship. Anyway,
Mm-mm.
maybe more Nards Pinto in the moments where RJ Abarrientos is really struggling. He hasn't had a he's a -10 again today. And Ralph Koo again tried
He tried, but yun nga, no,
more.
at this point, sa finals, Mario, gaya sinabi mo, trying isn't enough.
Right now you gotta go, man. You really gotta run it if you're Ginebra. I mean, not really run, not necessarily fast break, but like you gotta find a way to win game 3. It has to be through the effort. It has to be through a new offensive and defensive scheme. And for the love of God, please, just if somebody's making their shots, tang ina, irespeto nyo na. Oh, again,
Respect.
irespeto
Naglabas
nyo
na ng
na.
sama ng loob. Sige, go.
Oh,
Let's end this with that.
irespeto nyo na, like, okay, if I know Poy Eram isn't the best shooter, but if he makes 2 threes in a row, maybe it's time to defend him. I know RHJ isn't the best shooter, but if he makes 3 threes, maybe it's time to put a hand up. Alam mo yun, I know you're trying to play the percentages, pero putek, you have to understand the context of the game. You can't
Finals.
yeah. Guys, you have to take it into context. You have to be adaptable na shit, sinusunog tayo sa tres na itong gagawin to. Bantayan na nga natin to. Yeah, as in, you have to start adjusting better, I think, if you're Ginebra. Let's start with the adjustments at this point from Ginebra, for Ginebra. And
That's all,
again,
guys.
I want to
Mhm.
add,
Yes.
all respect in the world right now. Coach Chot is putting on a masterclass on coaching,
You
huh?
gotta, again, yun nga, no, kailangan bibigyan ng props si Coach Shot.
Yeah,
Nobody expected this, to be honest. Like, especially a lot of detractors, no?
yeah. Guys, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not the biggest fan of Coach Chot, but in this series right now, he is showing a masterclass on defense. I'd say mostly on defense because parang inamin niya kanina. I saw a quote. He said something
Sa
like,
conference, yung press conference nila.
yeah, he said something like, ano, diba? We don't really run a lot of things. We just trust our experience and stuff on offense. So it's really a defensive masterclass right now from him. I don't know if it's him or Coach Sandy
It's
or
everybody. I mean, it's still his system at the end of the day. And sinabi ko to na he may not be a great Gilas coach, but goddamn, he's so good in handling TNT.
TNT is doing it very.
TNT and PBA style of play.
He's
That's
handling TNT very well.
Coach Shot's bread and butter.
He's
As
handling
a
very
where he
very well.
built his name.
Grabe tong plus minus ng TNT, o putik.
Plus
Minus
19,
10,
plus 20, plus
minus
25.
7.
May plus
Grabe yung
29 na
minus.
oh. Gago
Pre, may
sila yung minus
minus
7
7.
din sa ng Batak.
Sinang bata.
Batak
Tapos
pa.
may JSP Castro kang plus 29. Gago.
Okay lang, na-counteract lang eh, no?
Nalamangan niya pa ng 12. What the fuck?
Also, si Calves, 13 and 14. That's 5 for 9. I think that's his first efficient shooting night in how long, how many games? You remember, he was always 6
Yeah.
for 18, 6 for 17, 7
Yeah.
for 21.
And again, to close it out, I think right now, again, depth. Um, TNT is running basically a 9 to 10 man rotation every time that they're
Yeah.
playing this. Hinebra's running a 7 to 8. Basically 7. Let's be real. Now it's been
7
7.
lang. Nards not counted.
Mapapagod. Nakikita mo yung pagod. Nakikita mo talaga yung pagod. So again, I understand, guys, Ginebra is a very deep team when healthy. But right now, they are not healthy. That's the reality right now.
Okay, let's end this with this. Let's end it with this. Game 3 prediction, quick. What do you think happens in game 3?
I will still say Ginebra. Cause if you don't take game 3 Ginebra, putik, that's game. That's game.
Same. I'm going for Ginebra sa game 3, knowing that the
Their
series is
backs
on
are
the
against
line.
the wall.
Literally, their backs are against the wall. Oo, guys, 2-0. But if they lose game 3, that's pretty much game over.
O nga, tsaka ano ba, guys, yung tickets namin ni Nico, game 4, 5, 6,
Game
7.
4 lang game 4
Pwede
onwards ay
naman,
bibigay sa amin.
abutin nyo
Isa lang
naman
ako.
kami ng mga isa, dalawa, tatlo, ganun. Hindi yung isa lang. Pasulit din naman sa amin. Yeah, I think, but then, I'll be real with you. I think Ginebra wins game
Okay.
3, but I will
May
not
2
be
points mga
surprised.
ganun.
I will not be surprised if TNT wins game 3 as well.
I feel like if
Kasi,
TNT wins game 3, it's done. It's sweep.
yeah, if you're TNT, the mindset has to be, tapusin na natin to.
Kasi hindi pwede mabuhayan si
Hindi pwede,
Brownlee.
yeah, you can't give them the opportunity to breathe. Kasi if you give Ginebra the opportunity to breathe, they will take it. Alam natin yung lahat, di ba? Yun yung ano, NSD, never say
The
die.
NSD mentality, yeah.
Yeah. So, both sides, if you're Ginebra, you need to win game 3 because if you don't, good night. And if you're TNT, you want to win game 3 because if you can step on Ginebra, you step on Ginebra. It's a need versus a want. Let's just see. I'm curious how it's gonna end up.
All right, so that's the podcast, guys. For those on YouTube, like, comment, subscribe as always. Tapos sa lahat na sa Spotify, 5-star rating, and don't forget to follow the podcast. See you all next time. This is Nico with Mario as always. Peace.